but you'll be able to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly welcome you to Marley State of Mind. You know what the fuck it is. You know what time it is, motherfucker. Let's go. It's a motherfucking podcast. Yeah, it's a motherfucking podcast. Hey, it's a goddamn podcast. Yeah, it's a motherfucking podcast, bitch. Yeah, it's a podcast, bitch. It's a goddamn podcast.
What up? What up? Welcome back to the world's dopest podcast, Marley State of Mind. Tonight, no different than any other. We're kicking off season 2, and we brought you a special guest. And I usually like to start off the podcast saying how I was introduced to the artist or how I come to find the artist. Tonight's no different. Tonight we got Shamar with us. And the first time I met you, or the first time I came across you, was at this venue called Howlers. Um, it was a show hosted by Hollywood. I'm not sure if it was a release party or what it may have been, but you were one of the openers for the show, and immediately got my attention because of your stage presence, your lyrical abilities, and these are all things that I respected and I look for in artists whenever I'm seeing who I want to follow and who I want to get to know, and I believe we spoke that night, and it's been pretty much a lot of mutual respect ever since.
Ever since, yeah.
Ever since. Welcome, Shamar, to the show.
Hey, thank you.
How you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic. Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know that was
Exactly.
necessary.
Yeah.
Do you remember that night? You remember
I remember at Howlers. I believe it might have been a battle for the buck
that? Okay.
or something like that. Let me turn this, but yeah, I remember it was. I believe I only had like 2 songs at that point in time. I for surely
You only had
performed
2
Lullaby.
songs, period?
Well, no, I only had 2 songs out.
Oh, okay.
When
Okay.
I actually re-emerged from music, when I came back out with Lullaby and all those things, I came back from a hiatus. I made music from the time I was probably like 16 to 18 and left it alone until I was 21,
Okay. Yeah.
22, got back into it.
For sure. We want to take the viewers on that journey with you into music. So, you kind of did the transition for me. So, with that being said, tell me about like the first time you heard music and you felt something like you felt that it was more than just something to listen to. When was the first time you heard music and you was
Uh,
like, damn, this touches my soul.
Get Rich or Die Trying. I still know that whole album word for word. My aunt
Yeah.
Tracy gave me that.
Yeah.
I remember the red cover so vividly and the little gray Sony CD player. You move too much, it starts skipping. So I'm sitting there like this, trying to hold it, trying to make sure that this album, because this album's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing heat and if I can't,
Yeah.
and in the club and the intro, these things it blows my mind what he's talking about on this shit.
Yeah.
It-
Was it the lyrics? Was it the beat? What was it about
It's
that project that was so? Because to me, that's definitely one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time.
to me originally when Get Rich or Die Trying caught me, it was just captivating to me.
Yeah.
It's
The whole
yo,
vibe of it.
yeah, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. This
Yeah.
is nuts. What is this? Because like I listen to music, but I never really like cared for it.
Yeah.
So when I caught
You
my
listened to
ear, I'm
you
like,
you heard music, but you ain't never really listened to music.
yeah.
Yeah.
But once I got that, oh my god,
It changed the way you listen to music.
yeah, I still listen to that to this day. And now looking back on it, I'm like, it's 50's voice, it's his cadences,
Yeah.
it's the way he raps his beats, it's the things he's talking about. Like it, it almost puts you there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. For me, I always think about hip hop like a basketball game or a football game where there's attributes, right?
Yeah,
And different MCs have different attributes. And this is how I unbiasedly rate MCs. Like, so if I say I feel someone some way, it's not like I always try to distinguish between like my favorites and who I think is the best. You know what I mean? And that's the way that I separate those two things is based off of those attributes. Like there's some artists who have the ability to storytell. That's an attribute.
right.
Some artists have a great cadence, like you said. That's an attribute. Some artists have great delivery. That's an attribute. Some artists have great wordplay. You know what I mean? Some artists have great stage presence. All these things factor for me into what creates a great artist. And then there's one thing that fits all of those things, but versatility. You know what I mean? That plays a factor into it. And that's why I can honestly say, like, for example, like Nas is one of my favorite rappers, but I think Jay Z checks more of those boxes. Um, I I
Yes.
I prefer Nas over Jay Z, but I think Jay Z is the more complete MC
Yes.
because he checks more of those boxes. But yeah, so
I agree with that.
to your point, like with the 50, his cadence, his delivery, you know what I mean, and plus he was one of the first rappers I feel like that kind of um used like the down south bounce beats with some New York lyricism.
Yeah.
He kind of, one of the first people that really
Yeah.
combined those things. I think later on, French Montana did it at an even bigger level. But yeah, for sure. So it was Get Rich or Die Trying for you.
Get Rich or Die Trying. That's the first album I got my hands on. The first album I bought with my own money was the Carter Three.
Mm.
That one, another one. It's so captivating to me.
Yeah,
Like,
that
like, like,
that kind of explains a lot to me about who you are, like, because those are all lyrical,
it,
you know what I mean, cats, and I know you're a lyricist.
it,
Yeah, but you said the Carter Three was another one that did it for you.
Carter Three. Phone Home. Let the Beat Build.
Yeah,
All those shits. President Carter, not President Carter, Mr.
Mr.
Carter.
Carter. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. President Carter came on. That's I think that's Carter Four. Yeah, it's just Little Wayne. You know,
yeah,
that's mixtape era.
yeah. Yeah.
All that. Um,
Talk about being so gifted that it works against you. I think Wayne dominated radio for so long that people just got burnt out on him. He ain't never get whacked. The thing is, like Wayne still get you fired, but people just be like they sleep on it because they heard so much. He dominated for so long, like nobody really had to run that Wayne had. And even after he was done with his run, he was still carrying on with the Young Money, the whole young, you know what I mean, with Nicki and Drake and all of that stuff. And you still heard a lot from Wayne, so it's not like he even ever stopped.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, if Little Wayne never goes to jail, is Drake as big as he gets?
Yeah, I think it was inevitable, Drake's rise just because of all of the things that he can do. You know what I mean, like singing the melody, especially seeing how, you know what I mean, melodic hip hop is so popular now. I think it was kind of destined for it to happen that way. That's a good question though, because it's one of those what ifs, right?
Yeah,
I like to play hip hop what ifs. It is one of those what ifs, but I still think he would have had the same impact. I think he still would have touched the same way, if Wayne was home or not. Yeah, yeah. What do you feel? How do you feel about that? You
I
think he
don't
would
know.
have hit?
I don't know.
You must have contemplated this at some point in
I've contemplated this a million times.
time.
Because remember Wayne said I'll be gone till November.
Yep.
Fuck it, I ain't tripping. I know Drizzy gonna kill him. So
Yep.
he knew what was about to happen, but Wayne literally left at probably the height of his career.
Like Prom Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that killed his motion. And then when he came back out, he drops what? I'm not a human being.
Yeah. That was mid. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. That was mid.
yeah, he killed his momentum and came back out with
Yeah.
it.
But he still picked it up though. He
Yeah,
was still dropping heaters. It's tough to say. I don't think, like I said, I think Drake was gonna be Drake no matter what, just because of all the stuff that he does. And it took me a while. Like I resisted the Drake wave for a long
right.
time. I fought. But he's hard. I could only fight for so long.
No,
Like,
he's fine.
yeah. And I fell into it. So yeah. No, I think it was inevitable. I think it was inevitable. How you feel about MCs who don't write their rhymes? Do you think that takes away from it that
Yeah.
Drake doesn't write?
Well, you see, to me, I don't consider Drake one of the greatest lyricists
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. I feel that.
One of the greatest artists, yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to. I'm sorry, there's not much you can
I can
say.
agree with all of that. Yeah.
The shit is good.
Yeah.
Like I like his music.
Yeah.
Whether he writes it or not, he delivers the hell out of
Yeah. True.
it.
I feel you on that.
Best because Drake, he ended up in a class with Kendrick and J Cole.
Yeah.
You're not the best in that conversation, so we
Right.
can't even really put you on the best list.
Lyricist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not the best in your class, so you can't even really be the best in general.
But like you said, he transcended hip hop. Like he's just a pop artist. Like I ain't mad that Beyonce got people writing her lyrics
Greatest, he might be on the greatest list.
of artists.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Drake might be on the
Yeah,
greatest
I
list.
can go with that. Yeah, I can agree
Best
with
list, no.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah. Not the best of hip hop. No,
no.
not for sure. But let's get back into the Shamar though. So you listened to 50. Did you start making music at that point?
Um,
Around
yeah, around that time. I started rapping when I was 7 years old. My older cousin raps. His name's Adroit. He used to be in a group called TFC. They were the Too Fresh Click.
Okay.
Um, it
Shout
was
out Big Cuz.
yeah. He taught me how to rap. I literally
What did that look like?
writing bullshit. Literally anything and everything. Literally and
I mean, you're
everything.
7 though. How much
Yeah,
can you really write about, right?
yeah. But then literally once I really start getting, I feel decent. Like 12 and then 16, I was nice.
Yeah.
16, I was nice. I was
What was the
literally.
change? What changed between then and there?
I figured like I had to literally live life. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to fucking rap about. I was
Yep.
just a kid trying to rhyme words.
Yep.
Real. So then, like 16, I've seen a little bit of things. I'm starting to experience life. I'm outside. I'm having experiences with women and other people and niggas being weird and shit like that. Cause that's when like life starts to happen for real.
Are you a writer who writes from like pain, or are you more inspired? Let me ask you this. Let me pose a question like this. Are you more inspired when you're feeling depressed, or are you more inspired when you're in a good mood? When do you write your best music?
Um, I'm inspired at all times. I just my mood just influences what I write.
Okay.
Honestly, when I'm feeling pain, I write painful. But when I'm feeling good, I write good. I really like. I wrote a song called "Blessed" recently. It's literally about how I'm feeling blessed because I was having me a good old day.
Yeah.
But some of my other songs like "No More." I don't want to feel the pain no more because I was not having a good day that day.
Right.
So it's literally just
Drawing off of what you're
yeah.
feeling at the time.
My art really imitates my life. It's really where I'm at right now.
I feel that. That's fire. So you're writing the first shit. You said it was some bullshit. Were you recording at that time
Yeah,
when you first started?
yeah. Crazy thing. My grandma got us a karaoke machine, and we could actually record. We figured out how to record over cassette tapes.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we would go to Aces and go get like a pack. It was like the 5 pack for $1 or
Yeah.
something like that, and we would literally just go find beats. Like literally, like the CDs would come with the CD,
Instrumental.
then the
Yeah. The
instrumentals.
single, the instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we rapping over the instrumentals and recording it on the cassettes, and
Yeah.
we're listening to it in our little Walkmans. This is before we even got CD players.
That's wild. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I know all about that for sure.
yeah.
Was you letting the homies listen to your music, or you was just on some?
No, like we would let our cousins hear it, but like
Okay.
in school, that was like my little thing. I'd be in there with my little Walkman.
Ain't nobody even know you was
Nah,
rapping.
nah.
That's crazy. Do you remember the first time you like did a song and let other people outside the family or outside of your immediate circle hear it?
Yeah, the first time I did a song that I really let the world hear, that was 2013. Yeah, 2013. I wrote a song called Dream Island. I put it out on SoundCloud for a little bit, just let the world hear it.
Yeah.
It was on Jamwood before Jamwood got took down.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it was old.
Mm-hmm.
And then ever since then, it's just been SoundCloud and all streaming platforms.
Okay, like, bro. My man. So you let so you let the homies hear it.
Yeah.
What was the reception like? What were they saying to you at that point? Did
Um,
you get your first taste of validation?
my first taste of validation. Oh yeah, bro, this is nice. This is cool. What you doing with this? Yeah, thank you. That's when I really start getting the yo.
I could do this.
It,
Yeah.
that's when I really made it real because like it's hearing your cousins say you're nice is cool, but hearing
Mhm.
other people say you're nice, you go, huh. They don't
Like
have a
maybe this is
reason to like,
real.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have a reason to stroke my ego.
Right.
So
So at that point, are you working on projects? You just working on songs? What's your process like at that time when you first started?
my process was whenever I caught it, I would just start writing. I really didn't even have a process. I was
Yeah. Just writing rhymes.
just writing rhymes. I didn't know what a bar was.
Okay.
I didn't know what a 16 was. Structure. I just was writing words in a paragraph.
Yeah. Right until the beat was over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't no hooks, nothing. Just straight up bars.
When did that start to come together for you?
The hooks and all that really started to come together like 16.
Okay.
16. My first song with an actual hook I wrote was called Demolition. Crazy. But as hell, it's like it's demolition, it's demolition. And I got hooks and lines, but I ain't going
Fishing.
fishing.
That was a natural progression. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
but Yeah, that was my old
You
little
can't say that was
nut
hard.
ass shit when I was 16. You know what I'm saying, but now it's been progressive.
Yeah.
I feel like now I really feel like hooks are starting to become my strong suit
Hmm.
because I've really just start making music because before I was trying to rap, but now I'm actually making music. Like I'm
You feel
really
like you transcended into a musician.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm past the point of literally just trying to rap my ass off. I've proved the point I can rap my ass off. I have a million songs displaying it. If you want to see that side of me, here you go. But now I'm going to make a song while kind of rapping.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
You're exploring different levels
Yeah,
of yourself.
I'm toning it down. There's still the bars in it. It's just not
Yeah.
as
Prevalent.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
leaving Earth each time. I'm not double rhymes and going crazy. It's
Right.
I'm wavy.
Yeah. Feel
You
that.
know.
Feel that. So you're making your first songs. You're putting hooks together. What made you decide to like take it seriously? Like, damn, let me put out like real work. Let me try to get some shows and things like that. At what point did that start to come together for you? How did that
Um,
start to come together for you?
that started to come. My first show,
My joint won't stay lit.
I did. It came together because Ramon Yancey, shout out Ramon. He plugged us in with a show that was going on South Side at Pyramid Pittsburgh. Little ass show, little ass show. The stage was off the ground, but I did my first set. I'm sitting there
Was you nervous that first show?
nervous as hell,
Yeah.
nervous as hell. I couldn't move.
Yeah.
Like all I had was an arm swing. That was all I had. I was kind of looking at the crowd, looking down at my feet, little arm swing, and that was about it. It wasn't too much, but it that one really showed me something because I ran off the stage when I was done. Like I couldn't even stand there and like wait for their applause. Like
Yeah.
my nerves was killing me. Like I was like, I'm done. You got on stage, as soon as it's done. And everyone's like, wait, bro, that's hard. What you do? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the crowd talking to everybody because I ran off the stage because like it was killing me because I thought I was doing bad. But for my first time, apparently I did good.
Yeah. Did other opportunities build off of that?
Yeah. Other opportunities definitely did build off of that. I came back to Pyramid Pittsburgh later in life. They called me for a couple more shows after that,
That's dope.
and they really got a lot of the progressive because they seen me literally my first show, and then
Yeah.
they when they call me back again, it's probably like my 10th show,
Yeah.
and then when they call me back again, it's probably like my 30th show. So they see me like
They seen every
actually,
level of you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They haven't got it this one yet, the polished one, but I'd look, hey, Pyramid Pittsburgh, hey,
Yeah,
call,
Pyramid. You
come
see
for
us
a show,
holler. Yeah.
all that.
Get that bro. If you know what I mean, you see this for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
But yeah, that's it's really that now the show, I love it.
Yeah.
Like the electricity in the crowd, like when I do like silent or lullaby,
Right.
like
Yeah.
I love shaking the walls.
Yeah.
Like the craziest thing when I was performing silent at a basement party in Pitt, it turned into a mosh pit. Them kids start going crazy.
Yeah.
Like they literally start knocking people over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's wild to see because I think about that. I watch those old videos of me standing still on the stage, and now I watch me like, oh shit, bro, you cause a ruckus in this motherfucker.
What
That's good.
what led to that change in your performance? Like, how did you become more comfortable? What was it that helped you to transition into from the shy kid who was on stage that ran off stage to starting a mosh pit? Like, how did that come about? Was it just experience? What was it that led you
Um,
to that?
it's a couple things. First and foremost, shout out to Hollywood and Liz because those um Battle for the Buck shows every Thursday or what was it, every Wednesday? That was Thursdays.
Thursday.
It was Thursdays or Wednesdays. They had the shows, and each month or each week, whatever it was, the DJs or the judges and the panel, they would give you feedback.
Hmm.
They would, all right, you should probably do this more on stage. You should probably do that. You should probably stop doing this. You should. I was like, okay, that works.
And you heeded the advice. You really listened to them.
Yeah, that
That's big. Like, it's difficult for a lot of artists to humble themselves and listen to critique. A lot of people don't take critique well, and they don't, they no, I'm the hottest. I know what I'm doing. But you actually took time and you were like, hold on, I ain't got this figured out. They got something to offer me.
Look, I was watching Denzel Washington talk. He still takes acting lessons. Crazy.
That's crazy.
He has every award
Yeah,
under the sun for acting,
that's wild.
but he still takes the time to go take lessons to improve on his craft. He's way over his 10,000 hours,
What up, Velly?
but that doesn't stop him from going. You know, and that's what I want to be. It's like a Kobe mentality now.
The Mamba mentality. No,
Yeah,
100%. And that's the thing about it. Yeah, you definitely got to take constructive criticism for sure. That's the thing about it. Like you said, even a great, like someone that we consider, I mean, most people consider one of the greatest actors of all time, can humble himself and say, you know what, I can still perfect my craft. I can still work and get better. Like you said, that's that Mamba mentality. Kobe's one of the greatest of all time. I mean, at his time, the greatest. And he was still in the gym first thing, outworking everybody.
yes,
It's important to be able to humble yourself and listen. What I mean, especially if you got people around you who are more experienced and seasoned.
yeah,
What I mean, they might have took the bumps already, and they take those bumps so that you don't have to.
exactly.
So that's very dope. You as a young man, especially, could humble yourself and say, okay, let me figure this out. Let me listen to what they're saying. What was some of the best advice that you got during that time?
Um,
I say during
so,
that time a lot on the show.
some of the best advice I got on there was I got to be confident because I was literally just performing because I was scared. I was just up there just doing it just like loosely just to get it over with.
Yeah,
It was like you have to calm down, put your chest out, and be confident. And just slow down. It's okay. And they were like, you're on the stage. You have to. You're the crowd is literally at your will right now. They're waiting for your instructions to see what they to tell you. Literally tell them what to do.
right.
If you tell the crowd, say hey ho,
That's MCing.
9 times out of 10 they'll do it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So they're literally just they told me you have to be confident in that. You have to just realize what you're doing and be confident in what you're doing. You'll be fine. I learned that, started doing that, and boom,
Everything changed for you.
everything changed.
That's what's up. So it was, it was taking those shows. It was doing those showcases, listening to the judges, critiques, and taking that stuff in and applying it to the next shows.
Yeah,
How long do you think it took before you got real comfortable? How many shows was it before you got real comfortable with it?
probably about 10. Yeah, I say about 10. So I actually got like to
Comfortable.
where I'm like, okay, I'm not worried about performing now. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready. Because before it's like, oh shit, I got to perform. What if I fuck up? What if they don't like me? What if? Now I'm like, I got it. It's fine.
How were you able to find a lot of those? Because I like to talk to the younger artists coming up as well that are trying to figure it out as they go. How did you come across these opportunities? How did you find these opportunities for different shows like that? Like you said, you're coming in a code. You're really not knowing anything about it. You're just figuring out how to make songs.
Yeah.
How are you able to get these opportunities for shows and different things like that?
Networking, Facebook. I'm literally on Facebook running through everybody,
Okay,
trying to see who's talking to who. I'm adding everybody. As soon as I see they have a show, hey, I have a show on Thursday. Hey, I'm Shamar. I'll be there.
nice.
Um, hey, I have a show on Saturday. Hey, I'm Shamar. I'll be there. I remember the craziest thing, like the first year I started performing, I did 4 shows in 1 week.
That's crazy.
Like literally,
The first year you started performing.
yeah, I was literally just trying to get my 10,000 hours, and I realized I had to just get my shots up. So I was just running at it full speed. I realized I had to get it done, so I had to go do it.
Yeah, I like the 10,000 hour reference. I think we've mentioned that before on here. They say until you do something for 10,000 hours, you're not an expert. So
Yeah,
once you get past that 10,000 hour point, you're an expert. It becomes easy for you.
yeah,
So you were trying to clock that time for real.
yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So you're networking, you're meeting people, you're trying to figure it out. Now you're on the scene. Now what's that motion like? What's that feel like for you? Now that you got your feet wet, now that you're meeting people, now that people want to meet you.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild. It's like whoa. People are like, oh, you're Shamar? Yeah, it's me. Oh, I heard your song. I know it was you. Yeah. Oh yeah, come perform over here. I'm like, what? Y'all want me to come perform? This is crazy. What? You about to give me a couple dollars? This is crazy.
And this is all coming from networking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's cool. Like,
And people seeing you perform, the more you're performing, the more you're in front of their faces,
yeah.
the more you're able to make those different connections.
And that's why I was running at it full speed because I knew that I was like, I really just got to go get my face out there. The more people I go expose myself to is the more people I'm exposed to.
Right.
So I'm performing over here on Thursday, over there on Friday, and over here on Saturday.
That's crazy.
That's because I'm really trying to get it done. Whoever had an open mic, like 2018, like 2017, 2018, 2019, any open mic and every open mic I've been at.
And it's I know people diss open mic sometimes. And here's my beef. I don't think you should ever be too big for an open mic because you don't know what that opportunity is going to lead to. A lot of open mic opportunities lead to bigger shows because these guys might be just auditioning you because they
Yeah,
might. That's what it is. A lot of time, it's just an audition to see, like, hey, does he have stage presence? Is he really ready for
right.
the next level? And I think a lot of people fail to understand what those opportunities can lead to.
Well, the thing I look at an open mic is practice for real. It's literally
And that, yep,
just practicing. And the crazy thing is, I feel like that's part of the reason why the game's fucked up right now. Because a lot of people throw open mics and they literally just write your name down and give you a flyer.
yeah,
Because it's still not a curated show. Because you got on Facebook and said, "Who wants to perform?" And literally anyone that said me,
you allowed them to
you
perform.
allowed them to perform. They got a flyer.
Yeah,
That's an open mic.
yep,
That's not a show.
correct.
So we have to stop telling people that's a show. And that's why people say they're bitching and complaining about why they don't get paid for their shows because you're not
Because you're
doing
not
a
doing
show.
the show, you're doing an open mic.
Yes,
Agreed.
yes, you're doing an open mic. A curated show is like, hey,
I want to put this and this artist together
yes,
because I feel like it'll be a good mesh. They have this audience, that one has this audience.
yes,
Right.
and that's when you
Talk about
deserve
it
to get paid.
for sure. And also another thing about being paid for shows is it's an investment for whoever's promoting that show. They're not going to pay you to lose money for them. If someone's paying you, it's with an idea that you're going to bring in some people in those seats.
Yes,
It's not because of how hot you are. There's a lot of hot individuals can't put people in seats. So that's
yes,
not what getting paid is about. It's an investment by those people. So a lot of times you might reach out to someone or someone might get reached out to about doing a show. They're like, oh, I need paid. And no one has a problem paying you if they know they can get that back
yes,
and then some. I mean, it's
yes,
even better and then some. At least get it back.
yes,
But I think a lot of artists fail to realize that as well. They want to get paid for their first or second time performing, and you don't even have a proper stage presence about you. You know, what I mean, you came by yourself. You know, what I mean, like, why am I going to pay you for that?
yes,
I could pay no, I could pay, I can not pay someone for that.
yes.
So I think that's an important thing that I think that's an important thing that should be cleared up in the common misconception of it all.
I feel like the thing where a lot of people fuck up is they forget we're in the music business. They just focus on the music. Like, bro, there is business behind this. Like, at the end of the day, we should be doing commerce. Like, we should all
Yeah,
be trying to make money. Like
yeah.
like
And
like
before
okay.
we go any further, let me not to cut you off, but tell them how they can reach you one time.
Oh, y'all can reach me. I'm Morris PGH on Instagram, Shamar Hampton on Facebook,
Yes, sir.
Shamar on all streaming platforms, Morris PGH on Twitter too. Yeah.
And that's right. And the reason I want to bring that up because you also curate shows yourself.
Yes.
You put shows together and you do some hosting of some open mics and different things like that as well, correct?
Yes. I host my shows the Thursday. Well, not it's not even Thursday no more. Saturday jam session at Rock till morning. Social club. Shout out to team. Real Monica Rendell.
For
So,
sure.
yeah, I've been doing that for about 3 years now, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. We used to do it every Thursday. We did that for about 2 years. And then, slowed down. We renovated the basement. We got the cloud ceiling down there. We got a runway stage down there. We got a back little VIP room down there. Like we really slowed down to come back up.
To get it right.
Yeah, and now we throw them on Saturdays once a month, and that's been really the recipe, bro.
Yeah.
It's really been that. Like I really feel like our team is great. Our team is really great. We have a good system.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into that. So that's why I wanted while we were talking about the shows and things like that and your opinion on shows is important. And people should heed this advice because you do that.
Yeah.
Actually, you're a part of that process. So I just wanted to make sure. That's why while we were in that mode, I wanted people to understand that. If someone wanted to do a show where they were interested in getting a part of what you guys are doing and what's going on, because we shout out Rock Till Morning often on here. I'm not sure they know that, but for sure, if people want to get a hold of you and they want to know how to be a part of that, what can they do, or what's the process for that?
I'm just contacting. You can contact me through Facebook, Instagram, Shamar Hampton, Morris PGH, or you can contact the Rock Till Morning page. It's at Rock Till Morning or Rock Till Morning Social Club on Facebook. That'll tap you in with everything that we have going on. There's a link to all the events, everything we have going on, jam session, hookah night, the kinetic jam session, everything. It's all on there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How did that come about? How did Rock Till Morning, and big shout out to Rock Till Morning, Rel and Monica for sure, for being a great place for hip hop, being a safe place for hip hop, being a place that pays artists to perform. Um, what up, Perp Boy? Say you need a feature. Talking to you, Shamar,
Hey, holla at
for
me.
sure,
Inbox me. Mars PGH on Instagram, Shamar Hampton on Facebook.
for sure. Lock in. Yeah, we're doing all that.
Yeah.
How did all that come about for you though? How did that happen?
Bro, it all happened by chance. Crazy thing, it wasn't planned. It just happened to happen. I was supposed to throw a show at a venue, and the venue closed 2 days before the show. So I had to cancel the show. The health department shut them down. So Creative Noise is having a podcast. I post on Facebook, hey, I can't have a show. This is going on. This is going on. I'm sorry. Cager from Creative Noise inboxes me like, hey bro, you coming to the podcast party on Saturday? I'm like, yeah, of course. He's like, I'm gonna introduce you to the owner and we can see what's going on. See if you can throw it there. So I go over there, I go talk to Rel. Crazy thing. Rel's a drunk. So he's like, bro, we lit. We can't talk. We gotta talk about it in a couple of days. Take my number. I get his number, we talk. So I go meet over with Rel like 2, 3 days later at his spot. And we sit down, I pitch him the idea for the show. He's like, nah, we not gonna do that. But I had an idea. What if we do this? I was like, I kinda like that idea, but let's do this. And we
So y'all
combined
really
our ideas.
collaborated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's jam session.
Wow. That's wow. So your first time really meeting with Rel and having a conversation, you guys were able to work together and collaborate to create jam session.
Been running 3 years now.
Mm. That's powerful. And I've been around. I've had the pleasure of being around you and Rel, and I would have never known that you guys weren't lifelong friends because of the camaraderie and type of relationship you two had.
Oh, that's my dog.
I would have never known that, bro.
Yeah.
I would have never known y'all just met recently.
Yeah, met Rel 3 years ago. That's my dog.
Damn, that's wild. So, jam sessions come about. Um, you're working. How does that play into your creative side? How does that play into your artistry, or does it play into your artistry?
It does. I watched. I've seen easily over 500 artists in these last 3 years.
Damn.
Um, it's. I watch what to do, what not to do, what kind of music the crowd like, what the crowd don't like, what they react to, what they don't react to. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, huh, I like that.
Right.
That's a nice little move you just did on the stage.
Yeah.
I might have to add that to my repertoire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, for sure.
it's I literally just I'm it's like me watching film. I sit there at the DJ booth and watch everything they're doing.
Because you DJ a lot of those shows as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. So, jam sessions cracking. You're creating more. And are you still putting out music at the time when all of this is coming about?
Yeah, during the time where we're like rolling with jam session, that's when I'm creating Overcast Thoughts.
Hmm.
That's around that time.
Talk about it.
Crazy thing. The whole time we're doing this, I'm fucked up. I'm really like
Reminiscing.
going through a state of depression like at this time.
Yeah.
That's why half of the album sounds like that because I was really
Is that where the title
feeling it.
came from?
Yeah, like that's exactly where the title come from because it's each song is like a cloud, like from the dark sky inside my head. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called Overcast Thoughts.
I like that. Like the
And
cartoon characters.
yeah,
Yeah, yep.
each one's a different thought. That's why like some songs or my ego talking. So some songs I'm vulnerable. Some songs I'm just talking to you. Some songs I'm kicking knowledge. I'm trying to tell you something. It's literally just the different sides of me.
For sure. And while we're talking about it, I want to get into some of that as well. Overcast Thoughts. You have any song that you want to play off of that project in particular?
Uh, we gotta play Silent. That's my baby. It's a quick little in and out.
Introduce us to that track.
This track's called Silent. It's everything but that. It's the introduction from my song, from my album Overcast Thoughts. It's streaming now on all platforms.
How do they search for that?
You can type in Shamar Shamar in your search bar, or Overcast Thoughts Overcast space Thought's.
Overcast Thoughts, Shamar. This track's called Silent.
Gotta get the song up there.
No, I'm ripping that rap out and all you other rappers drowning. Hear it in your speakers pounding, but he's gonna keep on piling. Hit them stages and be wildin'. Tell them come and see about it. Money trees is finally sprouting, leaving all that dollar salad. I need 50s, hundreds, thousands sitting in my Levi's houses. We be ballin', you be fouling. Ain't no need to speak about it. Talking shit, we leave them silent. Fucking reckless with the malice. Not the weapon. Take a second if you step into the challenge. My judgment kinda clouded. Thoughts is kinda crowded. Told my mama I'm the man. I'm trying to make Lisa the proudest. Drinking Henny out of chalice. I'm the king of waiting crowning. Man, it's over for you niggas. You can hit a ticket counting. No, I'm repping that right fountain. All you other rappers drowning. Hear it in your speakers pounding. Body's gonna keep on piling. Hit them stages and be wildin'. Tell them come and see about it. Money trees is finally sprouting. Leaving all that dollar salad.
Yeah. Silent.
It's my baby.
Yeah. For sure. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about that project. So that's Silent.
Um, it's literally like a trip through my thoughts. Like
Yeah.
it's like I curated that track list to be like, you know how like you be having up days and down days,
Mhm.
up days and down days. That's what like some of the songs like are or loud and they're rageful. It's me being like egotistical and braggadocious. Me just pretty much just talking shit,
Feeling yourself.
and then it's poof, a song where I'm just completely vulnerable. Like the transition swift as hell.
Yeah.
Cause it's just like boom. When you going
Cause
through
shit
them
work like
days,
that. Life
yeah,
be like that. Yeah.
it's just poof. We completely whoa. How the fuck did we get here? You know, I made it like that on purpose, but it rolls smooth as hell.
I feel like that's been a theme with you in music. Like you draw inspiration off life often,
Yeah,
and it seems like that's what drives you in music is your real life experiences. That's what's up. And it takes a lot of vulnerability to be that type of artist to draw off your life experience, to talk about your life experience, share that with others through your music, whether it is your up days or your down days, to take time to be that open. That's not easy. People don't realize how difficult that can be.
well, it it is hard, but literally, it's my purest means of expression. Like I say
Mm,
things to the mic that I would never say to anyone in person.
wow.
Like if I had to like say everything that I said in Geppetto, like to you in a conversation, you would never hear it out of my mouth. But literally, I don't know what it is. Like behind the door in the booth, I can talk about everything.
That's your therapist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can get everything out. I can sit down, get loose, and just talk about
Hell yeah.
life.
Hell yeah. I fuck with that, bro. And it shows a lot in your artistry. And I had the good fortune of watching you perform a few times, say the least. And I know that silent track is one of those ones that when you do it, like you said, it definitely moves a crowd. And I see your stage presence, especially in something like that, it shines through, right? And that's one of the things that I think if we were talking about attributes like it was a ball game, I definitely had you up there as like a 97, 90, 99, 90, what I mean, up in the high 90s as far as stage presence. Um, so you,
Thank you.
how many shows have you think you've done at this point? How many times have you been on stage at this point? Can you
Probably
count 'em?
around, if I had to throw a rough number on, I'm probably around 200. Yeah, 250 easily.
That's crazy.
Yeah, easily, easily.
And do you feel like that much experience has helped you to learn how to move a crowd and how to
Yeah.
shift the crowd around and change the motion, change the momentum? Because it's not a lot of artists that are capable of that, and a lot of artists want that. You know what I mean? They can't. They'll go up there and perform it and give it their all and really don't. What do you think? What do you think gives you that aspect of it besides the experience? What have you learned through your experience to that gave you that ability to move crowds like that?
Confidence. Like you, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Cause when I go up there, I'll be like, yo. Some people go up there like, yeah. Nah, it's not gonna work like that.
Right.
Like, cause if you're gonna go up there and you have to realize you're trying to command the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go up there weak or not fully with your chest out,
They're gonna sense it.
yeah, and they're not really gonna fuck with you.
Right.
So you got to go up there. Hey, I'm performing.
Right.
Whoa. When I say yeah, y'all say whoa. It gets them going. Cause I say it
With all of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really I'm giving y'all energy when I
Right.
say it. Like y'all
And
feel
people
it.
feed off of you, right?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna give you what you give to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I definitely want to get another track off of this Overcast Thoughts. We already heard Silent. What else do we have? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm trying to think. Do I want to play Drift Away or Daffodils?
You trying to change the vibe. You trying to let them know about the versatility.
Yeah. 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 Do I want to play Drift Away or Daffodils? Hey, bro, pick a number, 6 or 7.
No, I already knew what that was.
Daffodils. We're going to play Daffodils.
All right, but
That's track 7 on the album.
seven.
And yo, my mind is like a battlefield. God grab the wheel. Lost soul trying to grab hold of my habit still. On the rise to success, about to stack and build. When I die, like my cat, get with daffodils. All I want to do, lead a legacy. Avoiding felonies. Dropping knowledge, put a message in these melodies. Jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasury. Your treasury, rubies, diamonds, amethyst within your hippocampuses. War wounds and battle scars that don't need bandaging. Ice in my veins, stay cool, never panicking. A child of the Lord that won't prosper if you brandish it. Spread my wings and then I soar before they place me in the morgue. I'm confident but insecure, immortal, that's invincible. Rich though that's living poor, trying to get into these doors. A loser trying to up the score while putting numbers on the board. Mentally go back and forth with being right and living wrong. On the soul, I'm disappointed that one day all my problems gone. Feeling like a ticking bomb, I pull the pin and then they pump. Pour my life into these songs and keep it hung by light and pump. More than just some lyrics, make them feel it and experience. Give them goosebumps and chills every time they fucking hear it. My mind is like a battlefield. God grab the wheel. Lost soul trying to grab all of my habits still. On the rise to success, about to stack a bill. When I die, like my casket with daffodils. All I want to do, lead a legacy. Avoiding felonies. Dropping knowledge, put the message in these melodies. Jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasury. Your treasury.
Hey, yo, I'm searching for a way to go. Trying to play it close, smoking all day and slow. Hope I ain't slipping, I should worry less and pray the most. Man, I be staying ghost, trying to find a way to go. Taking a scenic road, my life is like a trip. In and out of shit, it's like there'll never be a day without a problem not existing. That's the gist. God gave me a gift so I could spit gracefully and get that money off of it. I reminisce on a beautiful bliss I can't forget. All them hours I spent thinking and writing, reciting shit, practicing. Lighting up blunts for thoughts to striking. Forming, gazing at the sun, good glory and light. And I was slipping in the darkness, consuming up the garbage. Evil spirits tried their hardest to destroy my soul and charge. But my faith in the creator, super greater than the hardship. A poet plus an artist, and I'm only getting started. Manifesting all my wishes like the nicest kid for Christmas. I'm moving different, enticed with the right decisions, life's a journey. So I don't let the bullshit concern me. I'll be praying every day, my eyes unveil the sun and morning, man. My mind is like a battlefield. God grabbed the wheel, lost soul trying to grasp hold of my habit still. On the rise to success, about to stack and build. If I die, like my casket with daffodils. All I wanna do is leave a legacy, avoid felonies, and drop knowledge to put messages and melodies. Jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasuries. Jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasuries. Come on.
My mind is like a battlefield. God grab the wheel.
Lost soul trying to grasp hold of my habit still.
On the rise to success, about to stack and build.
If I die, line my casket with daffodils. All
I want to do, lead a legacy, avoiding felonies. Dropping knowledge,
jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasury.
Jewels for your thoughts, open up your treasury.
Come on.
That's fire.
Old school.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Definitely went old school on them. What inspired like that aspect of your artistry, like that old school flavor?
I really like old school hip hop, bro. I
Yeah.
like
Consider yourself a student of the art?
yeah, Tupac's. Like I have like okay, so my favorite rapper is 50. My current favorite rapper is J. Cole. My all-time favorite rapper is Tupac. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it's Tupac was influential. Like we had this debate. Like I think Tupac's that nigga.
Tupac's the second most influential hip hop artist of all
Tupac's
time.
better than Biggie. Tupac's
He's not better than Biggie, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah.
Hold on. Tupac is the second most influential artist. Lil Wayne's the most influential artist because everybody's Lil Wayne now.
Yeah.
Like literally everybody's Lil Wayne now. But Tupac's definitely that guy. Like worldwide, people know who Tupac is, and Tupac is more influential than Biggie. But when we take it back to what we were just talking about, the attributes, he's not touching Big, bro. He is not touching Big. He can't. That armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we know Angel. He can't do that.
But
Big wrote joints. Big wrote movies with those words, bro. Like crazy storyteller. One of the craziest storytellers of all time. The only person I would put above him is Slick Rick the Ruler, the king of storytelling.
Big hit you like Tupac make you.
He has that attribute. Yes, he does. He does great with the emotional stuff for sure. But that's just one check mark in the whole on the whole thing, bro. And that's me saying that from a totally neutral standpoint. That's not even like I didn't become a Biggie fan until later in life until I realized all these things.
You don't think Tupac is more vivid?
Elaborate.
Okay, I feel like Tupac paints a picture better than Biggie.
I would disagree with that. I hear songs like Somebody Gotta Die, and it's a movie, bro. I can see it. I can smell it. I can smell the rain. I can tell what time of day it is. I can see the car. Like I can feel the whole joint. I like Pac has some. This is my problem with the Pac thing. It was like the later Pac stuff with like a lot of the Outlaws, a lot of the stuff he was on wasn't even. He wasn't even on the majority of the tracks. Like there's not a Tupac album that I could really go through and just bump the whole thing straight through.
Um, complete unpopular opinion. I feel like the Outlaw shouldn't be on. What's that? Hail Mary that they're on.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I hear
What up, Griff?
put out an APB
That's what I'm
on my
saying, bro.
cut that
Mess
shit
the
off.
whole joint up.
Yeah.
That's my point, bro. And so what? And that was a lot of the later stuff, like
Yeah.
the and that was like some of the. That's what ruins it for me. Like it's in the Pac argument. It's like just a lot of that later stuff was just, and it was put together, and he admittedly just put it together because he was trying to get out that Death Row contract. He was just recording songs. He was in the studio saying, "Y'all can do all that mixing and putting it wherever you need to do after that. Just let me get my verses on here. Like we ain't here for all that. Let me get these verses on there." And that's the difference for me, just as far as if we're talking about storytelling, if we're talking about ability to write fast club tracks, the all those different checkpoints, I just feel like Biggie hits more of those marks than Pac does.
You have to
Personally,
agree to disagree.
that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's a fair argument either way. You can't go wrong in either direction.
Yeah. Bro, you know whose influence is quietly slept on this generation?
Who's that?
Kid Cudi.
Oh, bro,
If there's no Kid Cudi, there's no Lil Uzi, there's no Juice WRLD,
Bro,
there's no
what?
Travis Scott.
I
There's no
love
half
Kid
of the
Cudi,
artists
bro.
today
No,
without
for
Kid
sure.
Cudi.
Kid Cudi is fucking incredible, bro. He's incredible because like, yeah, hell yeah, bro.
But yeah, facts. Without him, there's not half of the artists today.
Bro. Yeah, that emo, like all that shit. You're right. You're 100% right, bro. Um, yeah, no, I love Kid Cudi. I agree with. I mean, I can't say not. I love Kid
Yeah,
Cudi. Bro.
like
Day and Night changed my life.
exactly. Like it changed a million people's life.
Oh, did you? That's because Kid Cudi wrote 808 and Heartbreaks for Kanye. That whole 808 and Heartbreaks album was Kid Cudi, like that. Who
Yeah.
was on there? That was in the night. I hear them
Heartless.
talking cold. That's Kid Cudi wrote that, bro. That's Cudi, and that's why you thought it was Kanye, because yeah, no, Cudi's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Cudi's crazy. What is it that you like about Cudi?
I really like the rawness in his music. Like the Kid Cudi's quietly one of the artists that influenced me to be vulnerable. It's cool. Like he rapped about literally his day, how he was feeling today. He
How
does
he's
have
fucked
like
up,
the
yeah.
egotistic, braggadocious tracks, but for real, he's talking really about how he's feeling today, and that's really what made me go, huh?
It's okay for me to do that,
Yeah,
to be that guy.
yeah,
No, I agree, man. I think it's interesting with Cudi too, is because he doesn't do like one thing really well. Like it's not like he's a crazy lyricist. It's not like he's a crazy vocalist. Like he doesn't have this crazy, but man, he can put a song together, bro. Like his songwriting ability.
it's crazy.
He's the one that made me that helped me to appreciate songwriting
That's
and understand how important the ability to
yes,
write a good song is.
yes,
Because he's not saying anything super crazy.
but he's melodic.
Mhm.
He's riding that motherfucker. Like you feel it. He got you.
You know who else is dope? We're having hip hop conversations. This is dope. You know who else is kind of in that same vein that doesn't get a lot of recognition is Max B. Max B
Way,
is you familiar with Max B?
way.
Yeah, the real way, yeah. Max B is crazy for that. Like the way he used to do hooks and shit. Like Max B is nuts, bro. And it's a shame more people don't appreciate the wave God, the real wave.
Another unpopular opinion. Chief Keef started New York drill
Yeah,
because
who doesn't like that opinion?
look,
Chief Keef is the godfather of all drill.
if you listen to Finito, it has them that
It's not that can't be an unpopular. Everybody's gotta know that, right?
nah, they gonna argue that because
Who they gonna say?
they're gonna say Pop Smoke because I said New
Fuck
York
out of
drill.
here. No, he's the godfather of all. There is no drill.
Yeah, there's no drill without Chief Keef.
Right.
But they're gonna say Pop Smoke for New York drill.
No, well that'd be wrong. Whoever says that's wrong. I mean, he's the one that made it popular in New York per se.
That Finito, that Finito.
Yeah, no, Pop Smoke hard.
Yeah, Pop Smoke, Jersey.
Pop
R.I.P. Pop
Smoke,
Smoke.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. But yeah, no, I mean Chief Keef's the godfather of all drill. You got to Euro drill, all that shit. You got to give him credit for it.
Yeah.
because they wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't. Wouldn't be.
Yeah, there's none of that
Or
without
we
you.
wouldn't know about it. And shout out to Kanye for exposing it to the world, right?
Yeah, I don't like
That's gangster, bro.
gangsters have
He opened up the whole city.
opened up the whole city. The whole
Opened up
city.
the whole city. And but back to Shamar, man. So overcast thoughts. You recorded that. How was the reception? How'd you feel about the reception for that?
Reception was crazy. I did I think 1,000 plays in 2 weeks on the album, something like that.
Killing them.
Some change. I was like, "Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good." That's without no promo, nothing besides.
Real organic.
Yeah, that's literally nothing besides Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." So I know exactly what to do for my next one. I'm gonna actually pay for some promo. This one
You
that I
talk
have
about the next
coming,
one?
yeah, the one that I got coming. I'm quietly sitting on like 17 songs right now that I could literally drop right now. But
Do you have a name, a release date in mind for that? What's up with the next project?
it's gonna be called Calm Rage. I feel like it really describes like the dichotomy in me. Cause like right now, like you see me, I'm sitting here, I'm cool, I'm calm as hell. But as soon as you hear lullaby drop or silent, I'm a completely different person.
Something like roulette.
Yeah,
You see red and start
yeah,
blacking.
yeah,
I feel that. Yeah.
yeah.
Is that a so I noticed that with you and a lot of your music. Did you rage as a kid? Were you someone that snapped out a lot? Like
Yeah, I used to get
you
crazy.
get in a lot of fights? That's crazy because you are super chill, like
I was putting
but when you
niggas on
snap, you
walls.
just snap, bro. It
I
ain't,
was
ain't no
putting niggas
coming
on
back.
walls. I had a nigga with a keyboard, the history book, um, all kind of shit. Look, it was crazy. Like the vice
Did
principal had
weed
my
help?
uncles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when I really stopped choking niggas when I started smoking weed. Like I really used to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Um, bro, like young me was a wild young man until I started smoking weed. And my thing, like getting pussy helped too, for real quick. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Once I started getting some pussy, you know what I'm saying? I
You
started
got all
calming
that
down.
aggression out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
once I started smoking weed, I was like, all right, I'm cool now. But before then, I was a crazy young man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that shout out to the medicinal, you know what I mean, purposes of weed, because you know what I
Yeah,
mean, some people don't deal with, you know what I mean, everyday stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you
yeah,
need something to calm down. Not saying that, you know what I mean, for a kid that's listening, not saying that that's what you do. You know what I mean? Obviously, allow yourself to
no,
develop, you know what I mean, do all those things in life. But, you know what I mean, once you're grown and you need an outlet, like sometimes
well,
it is a good outlet.
you figure out whatever outlet it is
For
that
you,
calms
yeah, it
you
don't have to
down.
necessarily be that.
Yeah,
Right.
like some people like
Some people run, some
yeah,
people jog
some
for,
people jog, some people like eating chicken wings. You know
yep,
what I'm saying? Some people like taking pictures.
yep,
I just happen to like smoking weed.
yeah,
So
that helped you.
yeah, y'all figure out what it is. Some people do karate to relieve stress. I
Yeah,
smoke
hell yeah.
weed to relieve stress.
I feel that. But yeah, no, I noticed that theme in your music, like a quiet rage, like a what's the project?
Calm rage.
A calm rage for sure. I definitely noticed that theme in your music. And I noticed that theme yourself, and to see you, I could kind of get that vibe too. I could tell you probably snap the fuck out of this, not come back. Huh? Ain't no coming back
No, that's why I be
until you're
so
done.
cool. That's why I be like, please don't set me off.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I be like. I tell people all the time, as calm as I am, it's as wild as I am.
yeah. Right.
So just how you see me, like, oh, this nigga cool as hell. You probably like, oh, this nigga crazy as hell.
Did music help with that? Did music help with that? Was that therapeutic for you as well? Because you said it's like you're more vulnerable. You're able to speak those thoughts that you normally wouldn't speak.
Yeah, music definitely helps, bro. When I'm in the mood or feeling any kind of way, I typically write about it. I have a million unreleased songs and bits and pieces and scraps of shit that I just start writing because I was in my feelings. It literally about anything. It's about what's going on today. I might have been pissed off and got a quick 8 bars off about being pissed off, and that's
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Or I might have been pissed off and wrote a song about it. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's literally what was going on today.
and you feel better after you get all of it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got this song called "What's Your Problem." I'm gonna let you hear it off the air. Cause I gotta let you hear it off there. I'll let you hear some unreleased on the air. But what's your problem? I gotta just let you hear it off there. Cause that shit's wild. That's what happened when I was in my feelings. and drinking a bottle of Mad Dog.
Yeah, he tapped in,
Yeah,
tapped into that rage,
that Mad Dog ain't help. That's bad. Don't drink orange jubilee.
bro. Mad Dog is that's some. We used to drink that as kids, like when we all find a bottle and just share that and
Well,
get stupid.
nah.
Yeah,
Whenever I'm feeling
I
wild,
got a crazy teleport story for you after off air. Can't even talk about
whenever I'm feeling
it.
wild,
You talk about that, George.
whenever I'm feeling wild, I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to go get me some Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I'm in the game today. The big bottle only $9. Fuck it.
Yep.
I got $9. I'm about to go get me a big ass
You're a
bottle of
drinker?
Mad Dog. Shit, I love me some Hennessy. You ain't see my Valentine's Day post?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I gotta show you that. You about to crack the fuck up, bro.
He said I'm a drinker. Most people you either drink or smoke. There's not too many
Yeah, nah,
smokers who drink.
bro, I
You
be
like to get
lit.
turned up.
Yeah, bro, I be lit. I gotta show you this. You about to crack the fuck up. Where it go, bro? I just be doing all that shit when I'm bored, bro. Where that? Where that? Where that? You about to be like, this man is crazy. This man is
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm not a big drinker. I don't like the way it makes me feel. Like I don't like the way it makes my tummy feel the next day. Oh yeah. Shout out to the Henny. Get a Henny. Man, I can't and that's the other thing. I can't mess with Henny no more. Like I fell off the Henny. I do Patron now if I'm drinking.
Oh, bro, I love me some Henny.
Just Patron now when I'm drinking. That's the present to get you for the birthdays.
Oh
Now we
yeah,
know.
yeah. Oh, you give me a bottle of Henny, I love you.
That's now we know what it is. Y'all see Shamar, go get him that Henny or a shot
Yeah,
of the Henny
and we're in the game.
for sure.
A shot of the Henny, we're in the game.
But we're at a bunch of Bull Studios. You're at the Marley State of Mind podcast. I'm sitting here with Shamar. Shamar, tell the people how to get a hold of you again, bro.
Once again, I'm Mars PGH on Instagram and Twitter. Shamar Hampton on Facebook. Shamar on all streaming platforms. Overcast starts streaming now. OVERCAST THOUTS.
Indeed, indeed. So you say you're working on the new project now,
Calm Rage.
Calm
Crazy.
Rage. You don't have a release date for that?
Nah, I'm sitting on too many songs. I'm quietly probably about to push Calm Rage back and drop an EP.
Okay,
I was
that'd be
looking at
fire.
my I'm gonna show you the track list because I was looking at the track list and I got too many calm songs and not enough rage songs. So some of these
So you got to
calm
balance it out.
yeah, because I've been cool these days.
Oh, okay. I like the emojis next to him too. The signal. Bro
Yeah,
got the emojis next to him. The signal what they represent.
yeah,
That's fire.
and there's not enough.
There's not enough fire.
No, so I gotta. I'm gonna drop some of these and like one of these as a little EP
I like that.
just to get a little warm up before I drop the rest of those off
Hell yeah.
because I'm sitting on the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Ready
of
to
them joints
unload.
is dangerous.
Yeah. So we definitely got to You doing features with artists? How's that going down?
Yeah. So far, I got 3 features. 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
And if people want to get a hold of you, they can get a hold of you for features as well.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
Please.
tap
I
in.
love the rap. Come tap in with me.
Tap in with
Let's
bro
rap.
for sure.
I got a verse.
Yeah.
45 minutes or less.
You cranking them out like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
You seen one?
Oh yeah, I already know. Hey, I'm just a host tonight.
Yeah. I cranked
for
one
sure.
of them out real quick and we was all ID labs. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there too. Yeah, we had the one at the Rap Cave too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
made a song on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Rap Cave. Shout out ID Labs. Shout out Germ. You know Germ was on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, Germ did the episode.
that's just crazy.
Yeah,
Tito.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, shout out ID Labs. Shout out Big Germ. He recorded that session, and shout out Rap Cave. Roscoe Wiki was here as well.
I seen him.
Yeah, Wiki was on here as well. So shout out all those people. And shout out to you for coming down and joining us tonight, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So make sure that people get a hold of you. They can get a hold of you for features. They get a hold of you for if they want to do some rock till morning stuff. They can get a hold of you for that as well.
Everything. Come tap in.
Absolutely. Once again, you tapped into the world's dopest podcast, Marley State of Mind, here at a bunch of Bull Studios, and you know how we get down. We'll see y'all.